you're seeing this message because as I talk to you and encourage you about, how to start and just get it started, I am encouraging myself as well. So God, I thank you for this conversation that we're having right now, and I ask you to show us all, show the collective, show me right now what we're seeing or what we should be looking for. I pulled the Temperance card, the Two of Cups in reverse. Now, I'll be honest, I'm going to have to take my book out and understand, but the Temperance card gave me peace. I think that's a lovely card. That one jumps, and I was going to grab it, but I won't. The High Priestess is on the bottom of the deck. On the top, we have the King of Cups. I pulled that this morning. That's an empathic leader. Somebody who uses, the soft curiosity to break open a situation. Like, they're not like a brutal king. They're a very thoughtful king. I actually have, he was benevolent, sophisticated and empathic, diplomatic and sympathizing with others. So this indicates maturity and experience in the questions of relationship, a good, wise advice. So I think this is a lot like the reading that I pulled for myself that actually encouraged me enough to actually start this video. And it has a lot to do with you having that innate wisdom to get through this barrier that you're up against right now. You feel like it's supposed to take some big amount of effort in order for you to reach this pinnacle of success that you're trying to get towards. But God is trying to tell you that, it is not even that deep, within you. Like, you don't have to go that far to find this magic that he has put within you that you can use to be who you want to be, to enjoy life as you have always deserve to enjoy life. If you are seeing this video, I know that life has really not been super easy for you. And it's not, as a result of anything that you really have done, because you're a very positive person. It's not like, you don't seek to course correct when you notice that there are, might be pitfalls or something, like maybe you made a mistake or something like that. You're very, humble in your actions. And even still, it just seems like life has almost made you into some sort of like sitcom. Like, it's always like the laugh track is playing in the background, and like people are just the joke is at your own expense always. I just felt such a heaviness in my heart when I ended up saying that. It really has been difficult for you, and I'm sorry because I can only imagine what you've been through, genuinely. But let's keep going. Not only that, but it talks about a business or a company according to what the heart wants. So literally, some of your confusion that you're going through might have to do with you feeling like whatever the next step is, the next level of success that you're trying to reach, somehow you feel like it has to come as a result of you going outside of yourself, or something that's not necessarily like authentic or easy to search. And I don't want to lose you here, but basically what I'm saying is it's right next to you. It's within you. It's right there. For example, I was considering taking a class to learn how to do something, and I'll be honest, I looked at my bank account and I didn't have the funds at all to do something like that. And so I came in my room and I started pacing and pulling the cards and asking God what to do, because I'm just like, God, you've told me that all of these opportunities and these blessings are available to me, and I can succeed. I can do these things, and I'm panicking because it's just like, is it me? Is it something that I am doing that now I can't get there? Do I have to wait? Are there more swords? Like, do I have to experience more pain in order to get farther here? And I pulled the Ten of Swords, and I really was so emotional. But what I'm trying to say to you is, it's already within you. You don't need that class. do it. The conviction that you do things with will soften the blow of being a novice. Does that make sense? You will be blessed by starting with authenticity than being bogged down by the weight of tradition. Ooh. Seriously. Sometimes God has to use the foolish things to confound the wise. And sometimes you got to look like you don't know what you're doing to speak to those who needed any type of truth, like just the tiniest little bit of truth to peer through the window and speak to them. I hope that made sense there. Okay, so I also pulled the Temperance card, so I really want to look into what that is speaking to. Let's see. Y'all, we're gonna leave it in. I'm not even gonna clip any of this because it's all very authentic. Like I got it tatted on me. It's not a game. I don't play about it. We really doing this stuff. But anyway. Let's see. Temperance. It's within you. You've got it. You don't even have to look that difficult, like that hard for it. You've been through a lot this year. This year was a year of shedding. And so I think you've shown yourself well studied as it relates to the shadow work that you've done. You can now distill that pain into something, into purpose. Integration of opposites, the art of balance in small steps, unity, the presence of compassionate power. I create the higher alchemy, making the space to restore inner circulation. So this speaks of conflict resolution and reconciliation, the elimination finally of contradictions. So this spread here that I've pulled is actually speaking to the end of that confusion. You will no longer struggle between two of the options presented before you. You now know which way to go, and it doesn't have to be hard. You'll be healed for this. Or in this. Okay, so then we have the Two of Cups that I pulled. And that talks about the loss of intimacy and empathetic contact. Inability to understand each other. Incompatibility, irritation, quarrel, conflict, unrequited love. So I feel like this talks about a lot of the pain, like I was saying, that you've experienced earlier this year that you're now transmuting in order to bring forth this success that is right at the precipice. Maybe it had to do with lovers. Maybe you found that you were in relationships with people who, just didn't really serve you. And not that, you're a selfish person, but just, how about this? It is the lie that you tell yourself as far as trying to be so good that somebody not being good to you wouldn't bother you, that now you're just always being mistreated in these relationships. I hope I didn't lose you. I kind of lost myself there, but because I'm thinking about my own. I've been through so much this year as far as relationships go. Grace, giving grace to people who didn't deserve it, but honestly didn't deserve it, because I needed to be giving grace to myself. And I was focused so much so on everybody else that I was working my fingers to the bone and beyond that. And I had been completely disconnected with self, and any desires or goals or dreams that I had. And I just felt, like that movie Soul. I'm seeing that world that she went to when it was all the way like at the bottom, and they were like soulless, and they were like all walking around like, and it sounded just like air, and it was very creepy down there. And that's what a lot of how I felt, because it was like I had no purpose. My purpose was based on whoever I was turning to at the moment and whatever it was that they specifically wanted. And it's draining to transform yourself, as crazy as the thoughts, desires, and dreams of whoever you're standing before would like in that moment. And that's what I was doing, and it was driving me up the wall. So those types of intimacy, you're losing them. Those are falling off of you. You no longer have to hold on to things that don't feed you. And it's not as a result, or it's not to say that like they're bad. It's just to say, and I said this to myself the other day, it's not to say that they're bad. It's just to say that they're bad for you. And honestly, if you're intuitive enough, what you also understand is that they're also bad for themselves in the form that they're coming as right now. And they are upset with you because you see both of those things, and they think like somehow it's your fault that you're like that exists, and that's something that you can look at. People have been so viciously upset at me on a spiritual level for what I can notice in the ethers that I have actually performed dumbness in order to protect myself in most instances. And it's not necessary, because at the end of the day, why am I being gentle with you? You must want to come back here. You do, baby stepping through the first reincarnation. Bye. Oh, all right. Yeah, it talks about disrupted trust and disappointment, separation and disintegration, a meeting that didn't take place. So yeah, in some cases too, it was, something that maybe you thought was going to be very good that just didn't end up even meeting. Like you never, like you were craving a spark in this relationship, but it never caught. And you kind of were sad about that. Don't be sad about that. Be very glad about that. It's for your benefit. Okay. That's hilarious. Oh, spirit. I'm gonna stop because it's funny. Because honestly, like, if you're anything like me, bro, people latch onto you, like, and they'll hold on lazily, and they'll hold on and never talk to you for real. But like every couple of 3 months / whatever, you're dissolving those relationships. You are freeing the ram, baby. You getting that space back. Okay? It's coming back. Goodness gracious. What is the High Priestess? I wanted to look at that. I know it's very intuitive. That's like a very spiritual card. Like it's a quiet knowing, an inner knowing. I could not get that out. Okay, here. Y'all, don't give up. You got to talk to yourself sometimes when you are in the midst of wanting to fall back into old patterns and ways of addressing yourself and others. Because, baby, this past week, I had to do something very scary that used to be very scary for me. That used to be like ice in my chest. I would wake up the day that I had to do it and I would throw up before I had to do it. That's how scared I would be about that thing. And I won't lie, the first day I woke up, because I had to do it 2 days in a row, I think. Yeah, 2 days. It was 2 days in a row I had to do it. First day I woke up, I was anticipating the anxiety. I was ready to be afraid for my life, but it was like a distant memory. It was like, well, if you want to grab for that anxiety and get your day started, cold start that shit like, cold start that way. It'll start that way for you. But if you feel the birth of this new green area that you can now step into and have peace over and feel good about. You can stay over here. You don't got to do nothing over there. You don't got to be over there with that. And so I didn't. And you can really choose. And it's going to have to be, in these next couple of months for you, a consistent choice not to go back to those things as they knock on your door and ask you if it's okay if I stay the night, or can't you just answer my one text message and, oh, I hope you saw that last video I had sent to you. If you don't feel the need to respond to these things, don't. Keep your vibe high, though. Don't ruminate on the idea that you are punishing people for how they have treated you or whatever the case may be. Absolutely do not focus on that energy. You ignore because it is no longer in your frequency, and you are no longer reducing how you feel to meet somebody where they would never do the same for you. All right, so then let's do this high priestess here. I'm married to mystery. So this is giving like 12th house energy. I don't know. I'm feeling that because mystery is 12th house. It's the hidden house, the house of hidden mysteries. Let's see. An accidentally heard phrase can be the answer to your question. So I love playing like children's TV shows. You might love, like, you know, going back right now to seeing like Arthur or like old TV shows that you used to watch. Every day when you're walking down the street and everybody that you meet has an original point of view. They do. Those, I mean, all of those opening credit themes that they used to have back in the 90s and the early 2000s, they really put a spark of hope and authenticity in the lyrics of those songs. And even before then, that's why I love like 80s music and 70s music and stuff like that. Like, there's this song that's my favorite, and maybe you should listen to it. It's called Positive Attitude, Belief, and Determination. And I'm not sure who it's by offhand right now, but the album cover has, it's like a cobalt blue, and it's got a white diamond on the cover. Positive attitude, belief, and determination are the elements that control life situations. Absolutely. And you got to fill yourself with that type of stuff right now, because it's very important that you understand you are your support, but you're not your only support, but you're the best, like, because you're one of the first ones after God. So when you fill up with him in the morning, and then you listen to like the random, you know, like I said, cartoons, if you want to watch those, or music, if you want to listen to, you know, songs that you maybe used to listen to right in the car with your mom and dad or something like that, like going back in the day and seeing what it kind of brings up for you in this time. If you're ready to release some of those things that maybe got stuck in your dream catcher, then let them go. It's time. Yeah. Let your desire for knowledge push you to find answers, but don't let it be a non-graceful act. Like, let it happen in its own time. Let it naturally unfold as it needs to. And I think you'll find that God will bless you with the downloads that he gives you by just being curious and not necessarily giving up when the first answer didn't necessarily feel or hit right when you found it. Sometimes we have to keep looking. And sometimes when we keep looking, we realize it was the answer before, because we maybe don't like the next one, or maybe even we find out it's not either of those and we should continue to search. But it's up to us, and the right answer is the one you choose because it's right for you. So don't belabor it. The answer you're searching for will come to you, and it's already sitting next to you. You just have to, I literally felt like a rush of energy and then like a calming of it. Like, you have to recognize your power and might and ability, and then temper it. And then behold it. Yeah. I already read the King of Cups, but I did, it is the last card here, so I'm not sure, if we want to go over that again, but it talks about a business or a company according to what the heart wants. So when we distill that knowledge, when we, like I said, behold, like look at who we are first, and then we calm it down, we temper it, then we behold it from a temperance. Whoa. Whoa. When we behold it from a tempered perspective, whoa, then we can understand that the answer was always right there. And we can operate from that knowing. After letting it go, letting the old stuff go. That's the reading. That's the tweet. All right, you guys. This was incredible. This was hey, if you feel like you resonate with these messages, subscribe, like it, share it to people who you feel like would also resonate with messages like these, and I will see you guys next time.